Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share the ultimate fall essentials checklist. In this video, I'm going through all of my must-haves as you start to think and prep your wardrobe for fall and even the winter season. I have a very classic feminine style, so if you enjoy those types of outfits or if you want to get more inspiration to build your classic and feminine wardrobe, definitely hit the subscribe button. I'll have all of these pieces that I'm featuring linked for you down in the description box below, and let's get started. Starting off with clothing staples, these are pieces that will never go out of style and you can really build your wardrobe around these pieces. They can all mix and match together, but you can also incorporate them into your work and weekend type of outfits, and I consider these must-haves. Starting off with a classic camel coat. I love a wrap coat style. I find them to be really versatile because no matter what you're layering underneath them, you tend to have a little more wiggle room because they just sort of wrap around you. I have one from Reese that I invested in last year, and it is one of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe. Your coat is really going to make or break your outfits because if you think about it, they are covering the majority of your outfit when you're wearing them. So you can throw this on with leggings and sneakers and look very chic, but you can also dress this up with a nice evening dress, or if you have like a very nice work environment, like it's going to work for you and be such a workhorse in your wardrobe. Next classic staple is a good pair of classic jeans. I would recommend to go with a medium to potentially a dark wash depending on what you want to wear them with. If you lean a little bit dressier, the darker the wash, typically the dressier the jean will look depending on what you pair it with. My personal favorite is this medium slim straight style from Madewell. These have such a good fit, especially if you do have a shorter waist. I find that they are just enough of a rise for me to get away with. I would still consider them high rise on my short torso. And I would recommend a slim straight style. Now, it definitely depends on your body type and what you feel most confident in. So it doesn't have to be slim straight if that just doesn't work for your body type. But for me, my personal favorite is definitely the slim straight. It's not too skinny, but it's also not too baggy and too trendy either. Next essential is a cashmere sweater. I love cashmere during the fall and winter. It's a really breathable material, so you're not going to overheat in it and you're not going to get super sweaty in it, but at the same time it is going to keep you very warm. It acts as a really great layering piece if it gets really chilly where you are, but it also works as you're transitioning between seasons as well. I would recommend to get one in a neutral color, either black, kind of tan or browns, or in an ivory or white tone. This cashmere sweater is also a piece that you can wear to the office, but it also looks great styled casually with jeans and flats as well. Next, I would recommend a more casual, sort of cozy, oversized type of sweater. This is gonna be your best friend when you wanna be comfortable for, say, weekends or travel type of outfits, or if you just don't wanna be too dressed up. I love to wear sort of oversized sweaters with leggings or jeans and boots. It's just my go-to, easy, you don't have to think about it type of outfit. Next essential is a simple long sleeve basic. Again, I would recommend picking one of these up in a neutral color. My go-to neutral is definitely white. You don't have to worry about different tones. I mean, sometimes they can be a little more yellowy, but I feel like white works with anything in your wardrobe. This long sleeve is going to be a really great base layer if you just want to be simple and classic. You can throw this under cardigans, blazers, just your simple coat, or if it gets really cold, you can also layer this under your sweaters as well. So for this particular item, I would go ahead and find a good save option. I feel like basic white tees can get stained easily, especially if you wear deodorant. They can kind of yellow in the underarm area. You can kind of combat that if you wash them with like something like an OxiClean or a white like brightening detergent and a hotter heat setting, but over time that is typical of these white basic tops. So do keep that in mind. I wouldn't splurge too much here. In contrast though, the other three, as far as your camel coat, your jeans, and your cashmere sweater, you can definitely invest a little bit more in those because those are going to last. Next essential would be a cozy cardigan. This is going to be our go-to layering piece on the weekends. You can also make it work in your work wardrobe if you have a business casual attire. I wore cardigans all the time when I worked as a physical therapist because I was always freezing in the clinic. But you can go with something, I would say, a little bit longer. I personally really love to play with height differences with my fall outfits and layers. So if you what I mean by that is like tucking a top in, but then pairing it with a longer cardigan, I feel like really balances out a lot of different proportions and different body types. So I would recommend to go with a cardigan that is sort of mid-length, a little bit longer than your hips, but not all the way past the knee. Obviously, if you go with something cropped or a little bit longer, those are totally fine too, but I'm just sticking to what I think is more of a classic option to make a recommendation for you in this video. Next staple piece will be a slip skirt. I personally really love slip skirts in transition season. So if we're going from winter to spring and then summer to fall, I find them to be really versatile during that time specifically. So I love to pair these with cashmere sweaters, white button downs. This will also be a good piece that you can wear to the office, but you can dress it down. I think it looks really cute, even if you pair it with a basic white tee and sneakers. Next must have is a sweater dress. I love my sweater dresses. Really, I love dresses year round. I'm just kind of a pants are optional type of person. I'm way more comfortable wearing a dress. So a sweater dress is definitely a must have in my fall wardrobe. My go-to outfit is definitely a sweater dress with a pair of knee-high boots, and you just look so classic and put together, but you're also still very comfortable. Another must-have top recommendation would be a classic white button-down. This would be a staple year-round for me. Again, this is another one that can work in your work wardrobe, but I really love that classic look, just pairing it with the slim straight jeans and a classic flat. You can also layer these under your sweaters as well, which I really like that look too. So if you want to add those additional layers, it always just makes your outfit look a little more put together. This is another piece where I would say you can go more on the save end of your wardrobe budget. You can find great options at H&M under $50. So definitely shop around. You can of course invest in a very nice white button down, but I would just be scared to wear it, honestly. And then the last clothing essential would be another form of layering piece. So you have your camel coat, you have your cardigan, but something in between that, like either a blazer or a faux leather type of moto jacket, depending on your personal style. I don't find myself reaching for a leather moto jacket that often, so I like to layer with blazers. Right now, a little more oversized blazers are on trend, but if you're looking for that classic look, I would recommend something a little more tailored. This is also another piece that will work in your work wardrobe, but also looks great styled down with jeans. Another dress that I would consider a must-have is, typically I wear a lot of like floral with more fall inspired prints and coloring during the fall, and I think that is a good print to add into your wardrobe. I do prefer a lot of solids, but when it comes to mini dresses, I do like to add a little bit of a print there, and I typically go with a floral print. If you want something super timeless, I would say go with a longer like white classic shorter dress. I have one that I like to layer under sweaters and things like that, and I would definitely say that's a little more timeless than a floral option, but I find myself reaching for the floral options a ton, so I wanted to include both options depending on what your wardrobe goals are. And then you may have thought I was leaving out leggings, but I'm actually grouping it into the next category, which is athleisure wear. I feel like this is an underestimated category when it comes to fall essential videos, but for me, athleisure is just as important as those classic basics like the camel coat and the jeans, because I wear athleisure almost every single day. I'm a stay-at-home, work-from-home mom, and I just love to be comfy cozy, especially in the fall and winter. So here are my athleisure essentials for fall. First and foremost would definitely be a pair of black leggings, and you can go with something very comfortable like the Lululemon Align leggings, which are my personal favorite just for comfort. But you could also go with something a little bit dressier if you want more options. Say you want something that you could dress up for the office. J. Crew makes a pixie pant that they've had for years. I feel like that takes me back to like classic YouTube days with the J. Crew pixie pants, but I know that's something that they still carry. So there are a lot of elevated legging options as well, but if you're looking for comfort, you can't go wrong with the Lululemon Align leggings, or even like very cheap options on Amazon that are very comfortable. I will link all different price points for you down below. Next athleisure staple is a cozy sweatshirt. I personally prefer crew neck styles, but if you would like something, V-neck or off the shoulder or hooded, you do you. But I just love a good crew neck. For one, you don't have to worry about your hair like, I don't know, being like a hunchback on the hood. And I really like longer styles just because they go great with leggings, but I also do like a crop style. So it really just depends on personal preference. If you need a good cozy sweatshirt, I have been on the hunt lately, so I'll link some options down below. And those are all of my classic fall essentials. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye!